What is going on, guys? Miles here, and in this video we'll be looking at some of the changes which have been made to Call of Duty World War II as a result of community feedback. Let's do this. So you guys may know already, but basically Sledgehammer Games actually reopened the beta for Call of Duty World War II yesterday, and it's only available for this weekend but for PC only this time. I believe it's available until the 2nd of October, 6 PM in the UK, so you got a couple of days to play it on PC if you do wish to. And this beta is an open beta, meaning you don't have to pre-order the game to access it. So if you guys want to play the beta this weekend on PC, I'll leave a link to the Steam page in the description if you want to check it out. However, the background gameplay you guys will be seeing is actually from the PS4 beta, as my PC isn't great and I know I can't run CoD World War II on it, so unfortunately I won't be playing the beta this weekend, which kind of sucks, but I'll just have to wait until November when the game does come out. But there have been some weapon changes as well as a map change which I'll go over. The first one is actually for the STG-44, and the recoil for it has actually been increased, which I think is a really good change to the game, because when I made my video on reviewing the CoD World War II beta, if you missed it I'll leave a link to the full video in the description, but basically I thought the weapon balance was pretty good, but I felt like the STG was just slightly above every other weapon in the game. That gun just felt ridiculously powerful, and I did think it needed to be nerfed a little bit, so hopefully with this recoil nerf it is now like on par with all the other weapons in the game. There has also been some pretty big changes to submachine guns in the game, as every SMG has had its damage per second reduced as well as its range reduced, which is actually quite a big change. And I did think SMGs were quite powerful in the game, but honestly I thought they were kind of balanced with assault rifles at the same time, so it'll be interesting to see how this change does actually affect them in game. And finally, one last change to the weapons is that there has been a slight fire rate increase for the M1A1, the 1911 as well as the P08, and I didn't really use the M1A1 or the 1911 much in the beta, so I'm not exactly sure how powerful they were, but I did use the P08 a little bit and I thought that pistol was actually insanely strong, so I'm actually really surprised to see it buffed. And I know the fire rate was quite low on pistols, but I think the P08 had like really insane damage, and I thought that gun was actually better than like some SMGs in the game if you're like shooting from a medium range, so I'm pretty interested to try that weapon. As for map changes, there have been some adjustments to the map Aachen, which was one of the least popular maps in the beta, and unfortunately I don't have gameplay of the modified version of this map because, like I said, I can't play the beta on PC, but I will go over what they said they have changed for the map Aachen. They said they modified the cross-lane sightlines for a more defined threat zone when approaching the either side of the map, and they also adjusted some of the entry and exit pathways to the primary engagement areas to avoid head glitch exploits that were identified in the beta. But there we have it, they were some of the major changes which have been made to Call of Duty World War II as a result of community feedback. If you guys have played the new edition of Aachen, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below, and if you found this video useful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty, but I'll see you guys in my next video.